Jim did.
Jimmy flushed the toilet. Steve,
What?
Jimmy's still in the bathroom?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. You just flushed the toilet. You didn't put laundry in or anything, did you?
I did put laundry in, yes.
You did put laundry
Because you said bring up clothes.
Oh
so
yeah,
there
it's
was
probably
enough
the laundry then
in. All right,
that's
well,
doing
I'm
it.
gonna shut it off then, because Dad's in the shower.
Okay.
Do we have any of the Baldur's Gate games or no?
We had Dark Alliance for the GameCube, but we never played it.
Oh, the first one?
I don't know which one's the first one, Steve. I've never played Baldur's
There's two
Gate in my life.
There's 2 Dark Alliance games. There's the regular one and there's Dark Alliance 2.
Okay, let's see. Who's here? Can I see who's here on my activity feed somewhere? No, that's manage. I don't want manage. There was a button I could push that could let me see who's here. That's just rooms. I don't want rooms. I don't friggin' know, man. Hello, Yugman. How you doing? And to anyone else who said hello, I apologize. I cannot see who's here from Twitch's mobile app. It's not as far as I know. I could probably put the stats bar up. It says I have 0 viewers, so that doesn't help at all. In any case, hello everybody. How's everybody doing? We will get started in about 1 minute. Clock will say 4:35 and we'll get moving. Okay, 4:35. Let's get this thing started. So I figured it out. Well, let's see what Janae has to say first.
Dalvagom was right. Slavers have razed this town.
I didn't even hear a word that she said, I'll be honest with you. But I figured it out. I figured out why the Cloud King sounded so familiar there. It's Kevin Michael Richardson. And if you don't recognize the name, he's a very prolific voice actor. Off the top of my head, I know he was it Captain Guntu? Gantu? I don't know how to pronounce the name, but he's from the big buff alien guy from Lilo and Stitch. He's in a bunch of Star Wars games as well. He's Chairman Drek from Ratchet and Clank, not the 2016 version. That's I don't even remember who that was, but yeah, the original one he was in there. But that's why he sounded so familiar to everybody, because I was like, where have I heard? I know I've heard this voice before somewhere, but I can't think of where. So that's where we heard it from. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Champions of North, the stream edition. Last time, as I said, we made it to the Tower of Clouds and defeated the Cloud King that was up there, and we freed Laszlo from the prison that he was in. And he also happens to know where the Horn of Ill Omen is. There's a portal that's supposedly going to take us there when we head back to see him. And then maybe he can come back home to his brother, who is still incredibly worried about him. And this time, well, we're going to go use that portal. What I have also figured out is that, honestly, I think I'm going to get rid of the Ebon Razor. The thing about it is that it does the same amount of damage at level 21 as the Howling Cutlass that I have at level 17, and the disease damage that I have on the Cutlass is the same amount about as the fire damage, excuse me, I had to hitch my foot, as the fire damage on the Ebon Razor. And it's twice the weight of the Howling Cutlass, and since we have weight issues already, it might be more worthwhile to say sayonara to the Ebon Razor. So, I think I'm going to sit on that decision for a few minutes first before I actually go ahead and do it. But that's what I'm thinking at this point. Still don't know if we're going to keep or get rid of the true breastplate either. But we'll figure it out. Whatever. Let's see if I can load up the game and gate scroll exactly back to where I was. I have no idea. I think it works this way if you save the game and then load it and gate scroll back. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Oh, and last time I also said I was going to check out that little fork-looking area. Like if you look in the bottom left corner of the screen right now, that section that looks like a mirrored E with two things in it, like two middle parts in it. There was a section of that we did not explore. I ended up attracting the attention of some slavers when I went over there to pick up the treasures that I missed, and I just ended up exploring the whole place. There was hardly anything over there. It was just a bunch of treasure chests with a bunch of trash loot in it, so yeah, that's how that goes. So now, let's use this portal. Let's see where the hell we're going next. Yeah, that's what I said once I finally figured it out there, Yugman. I was like, oh, that's who that, okay. Now it all makes sense. Because I was like, I knew I'd heard of him somewhere before. Okay, well, if you told me we would have been going from, you know, a cloudy tower area and a green grassland area to an iceberg glacier,
The giant made Laszlo and the other slaves dig here.
I wouldn't have believed you.
Except Laszlo knew he'd end up like them. So Laszlo got smart, planned to escape, collected pieces for a raft.
And where's the raft now?
Out there lies a graveyard of ships, frozen in the ice. Inside each, Laszlo hid the raft. A piece, a bit here, a bit there, waiting until the right time.
Well, that's smart, but also inconvenient for me because I might need that raft. So.
Gather them all and take them across the snow to where the ice ends, and follow the current. It'll carry you where you need to go. To the horn at the bottom of the sea.
Okay.
It's filled with water, you know. You'll need to find a way to be a fish. Breathe like a fish. Or you'll never see that horn. You'll drown instead.
Well, don't you worry about that part, Laszlo. I've got that covered, so. The Frozen Sea. Great.
I hope Laszlo wasn't lying to me. He seemed a little rattled.
Didn't hear that part either. Hey, Conker. It's going good. How's it going for you? Yeah, we were talking about the VA. We couldn't remember. It was Kevin Michael Richardson, man. That's why we all were like, oh, it sounds so familiar. You haven't played the Ratchet and Clank games, so you don't know him as Chairman Drek from them, but you might know him as Captain Guntu, I think, from Lilo and Stitch. So he's been in a few other things. Like I said, he's been in a bunch of Star Wars video games, I guess, as well. So he's like I said, he's a very prolific voice actor. So, and Laszlo is blocking my path. So that means that whatever the pieces are, they've got to be in this direction somewhere. So let's go have a look around. I can't go. I don't think I want to go swimming in that. Oh my god. I don't know if cold damage is going to help me here. Ow. And if you asked me what I thought I was going to expect in this frozen glacier place, I would not have told you a walrus head on a troll's body. Yeah. Alright then. This game's freaking weird, man. This game's insane. Oh, more badgers. Oops. Hold a moment, Mr. Badger. Man, everything here is tanky. Ah, Tarnished Talkian, okay. Knew you'd heard his voice somewhere familiar. Most of them are from Lilo and Stitch. Okay, yeah, I figured you knew him from somewhere like that, but that was one of the spots. It's funny, though, because I was going to say, you know, I could swear I've heard him from somewhere like that before, but, but my brain couldn't think of exactly where when I was doing the stream yesterday. I think the main thing with the block and counter strategy in this game is I can probably do it just fine. It's just a matter of, you know, the fact that you can only usually get like one hit in between a lot of enemies' attacks if you're doing the block and counter strategy like that. So, oh god. And obviously, you gotta be a little careful with it either way. Especially when the enemies hurt as badly as some of these guys do, because holy hell, man. These guys are hitting like a freight train. Okay, another piece. Well, we're building this raft a little bit faster than I expected. Faster than you build it in Kingdom Hearts. Is that a shaman? Oh god. That is a shaman. Oh god. Ow. Jesus. Okay, that works. Ouch. Nope. Tankiest shaman we've faced so far. Holy hell. I'd be glad if this area isn't too large, considering how tough some of the enemies are here. I feel like it's pretty normal, though, because it seems like, well, first of all, I'm using cold damage, which is why things aren't exactly working as well as they could for me around here.
What?
Things kill me here in 3
Not
minutes.
yet, I can't call till after 6.
upsetting. But if the area is small, and it seems like it is, just based on the parts that we've got already, that shouldn't make a huge difference. But I was going to say, it's also normal because, like, in the sequel, there's a sort of spike in damage as well, where the enemies in certain areas towards the late game start really, really hurting if you don't do... like, there's a glitch that you can do in the sequel that allows you to get really, really high stats, because you enter into one of the trial areas with a level up in tow. You use the level up, and then you die. And it allows you to keep leveling up over and over and over again ad nauseum, so... Getting a little overzealous there. Oh well. At least we'll have a use for our healing tonics here. Like, before we were kind of collecting a lot of them, just not really having too much use for them. Oops. What did you drop there, friend? Masterwork, patchwork boots? It looked like you dropped a lot more than that, but... It was like, what, 8 arrows or something crazy like that? It's too much, man. I mean, it's fine. We'll make it anyway, but... I just need to be excessively careful, that's all. I don't want to lose too much progress here. Gotcha. Okay. Gotta be a piece somewhere around here. Aha! We have another ship. See another piece, and also a big walrus ogre guy. Don't really know what to expect from him, but... Oh, great. And the badgers have armor class. Yikes. That's a yikes from me, Chief. Treasure chest. Nice. Cast iron scale mail of agility. Alright. Over here, another chest. Oh, okay. Thought there was a bomb in it, which would not have been good. I don't want to get stuck with this guy wherever he wandered off to. Aha, there you are. Yeah, if they knock you back like that, don't swing. It's just, it's not worth it because you'll totally get smacked in the interim while you're trying to hit them. So, okay, that's 4 raft parts down, 1 to go. I'm almost tempted to gate scroll right now, honestly. I think I might do that. Actually, no, wait, there's a portal over by Laszlo, so we can just go hit that up and go back. I don't know if you were here for... Actually, no, you were here for it, Yugman, when we... I think, when we had the freeze happen. And I lost an hour of progress. Which was no fun. But I'm trying to take steps and measures to avoid that now. So one of those steps and measures is making sure that I go back to a checkpoint relatively regularly. Just to be safe, you know. So let's do that right now. Must be really thick for those badgers have. Yeah, for sure. Might not have been here for that. It's rough. Well, you know, it's not too bad. I mean, I've started taking more steps because it seems like, at least by the way that the levels are laid out right now in the pit is that they don't have checkpoints, but they have a portal on occasion. So they'll have you go through the portal, sell your stuff, and then come back. So it's a little rough. It made me feel kind of upset when it happened, but I mean, you know, you just do what you can, right? Cast iron scale mail of acidity, poison resistance, 1 slot, 20, and that's level 19. Okay. True breastplate or cast iron scale mail of acidity. Oh my god. Okay, well, they don't weigh anything, so I guess that doesn't matter. Let's see, what could I add to that 1 slot? I guess a strength bonus, which is what I can't add to the true breastplate, but the true breastplate gives me intelligence and mana regen. So... I think I'm going to get rid of this. The poison resist would be nice, but, you know, I think I'd rather have the true breastplate. I know it's very heavy, but still think I'd rather have it. Looking for leggings now is what we're looking for, and I'm still not finding any, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't check how my potion count is doing. Probably rough because of all the things that were trying to key me in there. I need 5 normal potions. Okay. And I'm good on arrows, so... Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Nothing with extra health regen on it. Alright. That is fine. Let's save real quick, and then we'll head back. Yeah, always rough when you lose a bunch of progress to game freezing. Yeah, it's no fun. That's for sure. It's usually not a problem anymore because a lot of games have some like really efficient auto-saving functions to them, but when you start playing an older game like this, it's sort of... That's one of the things that sort of comes back that you don't think about when you're thinking of older games. Because you think of a lot of the classics and you've got the nostalgia value and the rose-colored glasses to them, but there have been some quality of life improvements over time, and one of those fact that you don't have to worry about game freezes as much anymore due to auto-saving and the checkpoint systems that a lot of games have. So, if I had to guess, I would say that sort of came about from the fact that a lot of the people who played games like this where the game might freeze on older systems then grew up to become game designers, and they were like, well, we gotta fix that. It's just got to be something that we can't allow to happen very often. And so they, put contingency plans in place to make sure. One game you tried to beat in a single sitting, froze in the last second to the last out of 5 areas, and you last saved in the third. Oh, yeah. That sucks, Conker. I know that feeling. It's not fun. Ow. Not fun at all. Oh god. A shaman. I don't think I want to stand in that, actually. Nice. Got him. Done like dinner, and now we can level up to level 18. Very nice. We're just leveling like crazy. Oops. My aim! My aim! There. Okay, well, that was a little rough, but that's okay. We should be at full health momentarily. Yep, there we go, and now we can level up. Get that extra stamina going. Let's see. So if we get this to 13, we'll have 350 on carry weight, and I don't think we'll ever have to worry about that again, so I think that's what we'll work on. Let's do that, a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, I think. So that's level 21. We'll have endurance all the way up there, and then we can start working on archery as well. So it'll be archery, crit, and regen for the rest of our levels, which I don't know how many levels that'll actually be, but you know. We will figure it out. A great sword. Not just a good sword, a great sword. Oh god. See if the great sword is any good. Well, I can't use it, so unfortunately. Losing progress due to games freezing anyway when autosave wasn't as widely available. Yeah, that's always a pain. Yep, it's one of those things that comes back to bite you a little bit when you think of the old games. You're like, oh, they're great, they're fantastic, there's very little wrong with them, and then you go back and you're like, oh, I forgot about this. Was or is a fun game, but can be kind of annoying to 100%. Bugs Bunny and Taz Time. Okay, yeah. I haven't played Time Busters myself, but I've heard good things about it. So I sort of know what you're talking about. I think I've seen gameplay of it from somewhere. I don't remember where. I want to say from Nitro Rad, but I don't think he played it. Maybe Kid Icarus? I don't know, man. All those guys eventually blend together in my mind anyway. It's hard to distinguish them at a glance. And that's, I don't know how good or bad of a thing that is, but... probably not a good thing. Means the market for that type of game commentary is saturated. And I'll be honest, I still think about trying to break into that market occasionally, do like post-analysis on video games. I wouldn't even make a dent, man. I do have things to say about some things in video games, but whether or not they'd be heard, I mean, they'd be heard by a few people, just not a large audience, you know? And if they're going to be heard by a few people anyway, I might as well just talk about them here. At least that's the prerogative I have anyway. It's my excuse to be lazy, to be completely fair and honest with you. It's my excuse to be lazy. It's just hard, though, you know? Like, it's difficult to break into that scene because you start out and you make no money out of it, you know? And it's tricky. And I'm not saying I would do it specifically for the money. It's just you have to devote a lot of time and a lot of production effort and value into that sort of stuff. And if you're not getting paid for it, it's hard to live off of that, you know what I mean? God, the glare on this. I'm going to need some sunglasses. Hey, Laszlo, I found your boat. Raft. Same difference.
You found all the pieces of the raft.
I was going to say, you just going to stand there with your mouth open?
Across the snow to where the ice ends. The current will carry you where you want to go. All the way to the bottom of the sea.
I was going to say, man, if you got your mouth open like that here,
Horn, you'll need to swim deep.
well, you won't attract any flies. They'd all be dead, but...
That's not all. Tell them the worst part, Laszlo. The worst. Go on.
don't keep me in suspense, man.